Namaste viewers, welcome to Avinash Bio category. So this is actually a continued part of pedigree chart analysis. Since that concept will take more time, so I have made it in two parts. So in part 1 we focused on what actually the pedigree analysis means, so how it is important, even that pedigree analysis is important for Human Genome Project also, and also we observed the types of disorders. And here, in order to find out the prediction of that disorder chart, for that one we are given with 8 tricks. So once again I am reminding here, if the chart is autosomal dominant pedigree chart, if the given pedigree chart in the question, if it is autosomal dominant, means 2 conditions must be fulfilled by that chart. One thing, there is no skipping of generation, and second thing, if the parents are affected, there may be unaffected progeny. And suppose if the chart is autosomal recessive, we are having 2 tricks to find out. One thing, so here, there one generation should be skipped. Any one generation should be skipped. And the second thing is, so here unaffected parents can have affected child, affected progeny. That means both conditions are reversed here. That is easier one to keep in our mind. And for allosomal dominant disorder, so there we are having 2 tricks. Disease never transfer from father to son. Disease never transfer from father to son. And the second trick, father if he is having the disorder, all the daughters will be having that disorder in the next generation. Yes, this is for autosomal X-linked dominant. And last one we are having major X-linked recessive. There, same as it is, father cannot transfer to the disorder to the son, and same major thing is mother disorder is transferred to her son, and father disorder condition transferred to his daughter, crisscross. And as usual, so from the father, disorder cannot transfer to his son. So these are the main tricks we have to keep in our mind while solving the pedigree charts. So here I am having some pedigree charts, and those pedigree charts sometimes they were asked in our in a previous NEET examination, in a different competitive examinations. Those are some special charts I have taken here. So let us focus on those charts. Yes. The thing is, now I am going to draw one pedigree chart. You guess it, what kind of chart that is. Yes. So this is the chart. This is the chart right now we are having. Now, what type of chart this is? Whether autosomal dominant or recessive, whether allosomal dominant or recessive. 4 types. Out of 4 types, this is one type of chart. how to predict this one here? So here, if you want to analyze the chart here, already we know affected male, affected female, and normal male, normal female. So the blank ones symbols are considered to be the normal, and the shaded ones are considered to be the abnormal or affected. They are having the disorder. So here, out of 4 condition, if you want to predict here means, let me consider this is the first generation. This is a generation 1, and this is a generation 2, and this is the generation 3. Total we are having 3 generations. And here 3 generations out of 3 generations here. In the second generation and in the third generation, if we consider, in the second generation and the third generation here in this link if you consider, there is no disorder. What we suggested, if there is skipping of a generation, then it is the recessive. But thing is, one thing keep in your mind, first generation disorder present, third generation disorder present, second generation skipping. Like that conditions are recessive. But here it cannot become recessive. And one more thing, here male, female, almost all are affected. If almost all are affected means, keep one thing in our mind, so it is autosomal. It is autosomal. And one major trick what we have to use here is, take this one here. Here 2 parents, both the parents are affected. Any one disease, whatever the disease it might be, both the parents are affected. These affected parents are having total 3 progenies. Out of 3 progenies, 2 are males and 1 is a female. 2 are sons, 1 is a daughter. And here 1 son is unaffected. What I told you? Parents affected, progeny unaffected. Parents affected, progeny unaffected. That means what kind of this disorder this is? Autosomal dominant. This is example for autosomal dominant disorder. So parents are affected but the progeny is unaffected. This is the major clue we have to see here. And one more thing, why it is autosomally, if you consider why it is autosome means, so here parents affected, here male, that son also affected and daughter also affected. There is no discrimination. That means if it is coming to the irrespective of a sex means it is autosomal here. Why it is a dominant means affected parents have unaffected child. That is a major clue for dominancy here. Yes. In that sense, if you see the second one here, second chart. Here, right now I am having one more chart here. Yes, this is the chart we are having, second chart. So the first one already we came to know, this is the autosomal dominant pedigree chart. So what type of chart this is here? So as usual, already we are having 3 generations here. First generation, second generation and third generation. Here we have to analyze whether any generation is skipped. Yes. See here. First generation disorder is present. Second generation, of course, disorder is present. But thing is, here, so 1 minute, here something is missed. Yes. So here, see here. Out of 3 generations here, first generation. So here 2 families have been clubbed together here. This is the one family and this is another family. 2 families have been clubbed here. The marriage between 2 families here and their progenies. Here also disorder is present. Here also disorder is present. If we consider the second generation, is the second generation from this family. So 1, 2, 3. 3 progenies we are having right now. And out of 3 progenies, 1 is a son and 2 are daughters. So here, this daughter, if we consider, from this daughter, again we are having one more generation, next, third one. This daughter is unaffected. She is not having any disease. And the married, that guy also not having any disorder. But their progenies, 1, 2, 3, out of 3 progenies, the daughter is having the disorder. So this is our major clue. See here. Parents are unaffected, but progeny is affected. So already I have told this clue. Parents are unaffected, progeny is affected. Then it indicates this is autosomal recessive disorder. Yes, this is the best example for autosomal recessive disorder. See here, if you compare both the charts, it is just opposite. Both the parents affected, one progeny is unaffected. Both the parents unaffected, one progeny is affected. This is autosomal dominant and this is autosomal recessive here. Yes. So let me consider another special chart. It is a huge chart, so number of progenies are more here. Yes. So it is one big chart, big pedigree chart we are having, and here ancestors are just here two parents. We have started from two parents. Here two different families have not been clubbed here. So let me consider the first generation, second generation, third generation, and four generations totally we are having. Now we have to predict whether this is autosomal dominant or recessive or allosomal dominant or recessive. Like that we have to predict here. And one thing just keep in your mind, in case of while observing the total chart, we have to keep one thing in our mind. Already we are having 8 tricks. Out of 8 tricks, 2 tricks are given for one disorder. Starting trick, what I have given starting trick. So that starting trick, whether it is matching here or not, just we have to see here. So here, in starting itself, if you observe, the father is affected. Whether it is autosomal or allosomal, let it be the secondary thing. Father is affected, mother is not affected. Then in the next generation, they got total 3 daughters. 3 children, all the 3 children are daughters. And they got married to the normal guys. So that is a different thing. Here, one thing we have to observe, father is affected and all the progenies are affected. All the daughters are affected. So what it suggests, father is affected, then all the daughters are affected. That is the major clue for X-linked dominant. X, already I have told you, X-linked or sex-linked both are same, or allosomal also same. So this is the major clue for to find out, to predict, this is the X-linked dominant disorder. And one more thing I told you, in X-linked dominant, the father disorder cannot transfer to his son. If the father is affected, cannot transfer to the son. Let us check here once. See here. This is actually father. This is the father symbol. Here, father is affected and mother is unaffected. If the father is affected, means that disorder cannot transfer to the son. It is a transfer to the daughter only. So what it suggests, this is the X-linked dominant. X-linked dominant disorder. This is the third chart. And in the same sense, if we consider one more chart here. Yes. If we consider the last one more chart here. So as usual, we are having 3 generations here. First generation, second generation and third generation here. So here mother is affected. Whether we don't know autosomal or allosomal, we don't know here. But thing is, here in this chart if we analyze, majorly male progenies are affected. Majority of male progenies are affected here. So majorly male progenies are affected means definitely it is X-linked. X-linked recessive, that is, actually let us come to know how it is. It is, keep that thing, it is X-linked. Why? Because X-linked recessive disorders majorly affecting to the male, not to the female. Why? Because female are having 2 X chromosomes, male is having just 1 X chromosome. So majorly affecting to the males only. So here in this chart, majority of the male progenies are affected. That is a one major clue. And second thing, if you observe here, what I told you while saying the clues, if it is X-linked recessive disorder means the disease cannot transfer from father to the son. It is transferred from father to the daughter, but mother to the son. Yes, that is the thing here. See here. Here, mother is affected. Yes, mother is affected and they got 4 progenies. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 progenies. Out of 4 progenies, 2 are daughters and 2 are son here. So here, mother disorder transferred to the son, not to the daughter. But daughters are disorder free means here father is a disorder free. Suppose if the father also getting the disorder means transferred to the daughters also. But here mother is having the disorder and transferred to the son. So this is the major clue to predict this is a sex-linked or X-linked recessive disorder here. So this is the major thing here. And one more thing I told you. So here this side of the chart, both are affected. Both of mother and father, both are affected. Both the parents are affected. Then all progenies are affected here. Yes. So here one thing we have to keep. Both the parents affected. Both the parents affected. One progeny is unaffected. Here both the parents affected. All progenies are affected. That is a major difference. And one more thing. Here if you consider here. Progeny affected. Here. Not all the progeny. One progeny here. Progeny is affected. Parents are unaffected. But here. Progeny affected. Parents also affected. Both the parents I am considering. Both the parents. Just I am comparing the conditions there here. So not to confuse with those conditions. So here. So it suggests this is the X-linked recessive disorder here. And if we consider, so let me write, this is X-linked recessive disorder. Yes. So I am here. What are the charts I have drawn here? For these charts, just I am using the major links, and sometimes you can use other links also, something here. But one thing keep in your mind, for these charts, what 8 tricks I have given, those tricks are at most important. Those are the peculiar tricks for that particular chart only. So keep those tricks in your mind, keep those points in your mind, and start analyzing the given pedigree chart and find out what kind of disorder that is. But in the examination, sometimes they will give the chart first as the question. Downside they will give the 4 options. So they will ask the question to predict what kind of chart this is. But thing is, when we are having the 4 option, the option may not be as directly autosomal, allosomal, dominant, recessive, may not be like that. They may give the disorder names, example names here. Say for example, for this chart, downside option, they have given color blindness. Yes, if they have given color blindness as one option instead of X-linked recessive disorder means that is okay. Why? Because color blindness is example for sex-linked recessive disorder. Color blindness, or sometimes we can consider So other disorders, so hemophilia, those are X-linked recessive disorders. So what you have to do is, so you have to keep, while looking at the chart, while looking at the option, we have to keep disorder their examples. Autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, allosomal recessive. For those disorders, what are the examples we are having in your textbook? Please keep those disorders in your mind, then you can easily predict the charts. So usually in a NEET examination or in CET examination, we will get this kind of one chart. By looking at the clues, you can predict the chart here. Yes? And here, for just as for your work, I am giving one more chart here. That is for your work. Just do that one. Yes. First I am going to draw that chart. Yes. So this is the chart I have given you. This is for your work. So predict what kind of chart this is, whether it is autosomal dominant or recessive, allosomal dominant or recessive. Just once skip the video if you want to draw this one. Sorry, stop the video, pause the video, or take a screenshot of this board. So here, this is the chart 3 generations it is having. So draw that chart and analyze what kind of chart that is. Yes. So till now we have considered, we have looked after the pedigree chart analysis as a part 1 and part 2. So these are at most important for your examinations, upcoming competitive examinations. In the next video, so let us focus on disorder pattern, that is genetic disorders, gene disorders as well as chromosomal disorders. So I think from 2015 onwards, 3 years continuously they have asked the questions on genetic disorders. So that is a major one more concept. So that is the remaining last concept. In the next video, let us focus on genetic disorder concept. I hope you will be prepared with that theoretical aspect of genetic disorders. So in the next video tomorrow, I will get you along with that concept. Thank you.